shell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. With Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when them prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? I'm watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands up the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, mostly yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. Why might extensions that'll look like expeditions on? Man, it's too.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, 47. You go 46, 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Finding some room at midfield.
Missed.
It will not go down. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon, and even 60 yards for him on the ground. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Green, 39.
They run it with McKinnon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll run it. This is Process. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Set. 3-19.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gun. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Gun. Here we go, 47. 26.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And Diggs has it. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here you go. Check number 6. 47.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker, He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out, get out. Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now on second down. The strong running. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Playing Viking. I was on fourth and goal at the 1, and I went for it.
Now Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I literally just woke up, so if I lose this game, I'm never playing again after waking up. Fucking hungover, everything.
Pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2
keep blocking me,
conversions to start this thing.
Yeah.
And he'll take this to the other side.
Oh, McKinnon first run with a 60-yard run.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Now McKinnon. And he's got
Should have ran to the outside.
Field strike and into Viking territory. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open
so
up
far,
a
I
crease
stopped
that
him.
they can
Usually, I
run
can't
through.
stop him in the
Didn't
first 2
happen on that
drives.
play.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend?
The league leader.
Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag
What the hell is
route,
this?
something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as...
And the ball is knocked out.
Oh.
As the Bears look to get
The one thing
this
Howard
back,
didn't
and
do,
indeed
fumble.
They did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost
he
like,
had it too.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home.
Alright, fuck
The
this.
next guy comes through.
Trying to bait me over here, I think.
Avoids the turnover. Here's McKinnon. And he'll be taken down as
Squeeze
that
through
will
the hole,
take us
McKinnon.
to the end of the first quarter of play. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2.
He's trying to bait me to the
yard to start
inside.
things out.
I see. Oh, this looks fantastic.
On the toss, it's McKinnon.
It's that shit.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Better not fumble it, McKinnon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
All right, money play in the red zone.
Adjustments all along
we go.
the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
He's using it, though.
Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth.
You got to play BJ now, man.
The ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible.
It's a big game.
There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's take that much. Oh.
And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position. So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Run that way.
Give to Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates
right, since I'm going to put touchdown, I get the ball at halftime. We're going to start the pressure.
Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The pressure will start.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Nope. That shit. Oh, what a fucking play. What a play.
Oh, Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense
what a
with
play.
Haven't allowed a point yet.
They call me DJ.
He's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force it.
They call me
After an incomplete
DJ.
pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
They call me DJ Prime.
Seems
oh,
like this
Lofton
defense,
got hurt.
especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great blocking nearly
return
sprung
soon,
in there.
re-injury risk.
28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
All right, now we're going to start passing it.
Here's the Chicago offense coming
This
back
mofo
out
keeps
onto
blitzing
the
my ass.
field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Oh, you're watching, Chris? You know you could just, oh, he's not even covering Parker.
Second down, Mayfield. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this
he caught it, thank you.
They give him a gain
you know you can just type on the chat, right? Like on the YouTube
chat? I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do
I'm watching
that.
the YouTube chat.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
I don't know if he's trying to bait me.
Here's Mayfield.
Oh, that was such a stupid play.
Play
I'm trying to get touchdowns with my quarterback.
But second down instead.
I'll run it 3rd down if I don't get it.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think
all right, I
like
think he's trying to bait me now.
He'd be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield with it once more.
Somebody's going to be open.
Buying time to his left.
Oh,
Mayfield,
you got to zip that shit in there.
Able to get a hand in coverage.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Right or left, right or left, right or left.
Hold up one more time. 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
Toss
right.
play to McKinnon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
And we should add 2 picks. That's our playing stupid.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive.
Oh, dude, you should have seen me earlier.
A lot of teams
it was like man with the only zone being the free safety, Amos. I fucking went across. Well, I went all the way to the right and dove to swat it down or to the touchdown.
2 touchdowns early.
I felt like DJ.
Not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0.
Pick. Oh, no way. I was behind him. Oh.
We do have a flag down.
Damn, that's been happening a lot lately. What the fuck? Guys, there's more pass interferences lately.
After the penalty, it's Fournette.
Fournette, you ain't going.
Get about 4 as he's brought down
That's
at the
all right.
24.
It sucks more when you're losing or tied.
Back of this size, of these dimensions,
I'm in a comfortable position.
I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
LB dogs, I haven't ran this in a long
Maybe not
time.
so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On play action.
Prescott to throw. Rush coming, and he's
That's just too strong when it's, you take your time.
In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Prescott.
Oh, he didn't get it.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
I think McKinnon's close to 100 yards already.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
McKinnon feels good because on my first play was a run, and I juked a little too early, and I was able to juke again right away. I was like, damn. All right, what's he doing? Who's back? What's that? He's not gonna go into the outside.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Swing on the field, right.
Come on, where are you going? There it is.
They'll run for it.
Yes, there it is.
I think he went backward. He did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Yeah, he's back, yeah.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play.
Perfect, because I'll have him for Seattle.
To me, it's not out of the question that the decision
I need the
to
speed
pass
against
up
this
the
fucking
three
user.
could come back to haunt them later on.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to
His
pay
D-line
off
is
on
super
1st
weird.
down. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly
The thing that sucks about McKinnon so far is that he gets stuck a little more like that than
on 1st down.
Despite the blitz,
my other ones
able
were.
to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing
Better block
often
me, dog.
alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield now. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Perfect! Oh, what a bomb. Parker's having a game.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Oh.
Devontae Parker, 77 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Oh, what a fucking
he's having
bomb.
a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter.
Oh, please don't lose connection, game. I need this game.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 21-0.
Duh, and he was about to get fucking... Oh, he did get speared, but... Holy shit.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
I think I shifted the line. I hope that helps, because I never shift the line. I always forget.
This is taken about 7
on
yards
plays like
deep.
that.
And out now come the Vikings. And some dangerous territory.
He fucking threw that shit. That shit was like, I had to catch up to the ball kind of throw. That shit was...
This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
So let me get a little closer to him.
You have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We're going to 54. Why?
Oh, no, I don't like this. Actually, it's fine.
We're going 46.
The running back, so I should be fine.
26.
First down, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I'm going to burn him.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25.
Hey, boss, I need you to beat B-Day because he's ahead of me in the wild card. You got him next. I need you, man.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Oh, my God.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
Like I was offside.
Still ended up with a solid game.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Now we're doing under.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Okay.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Come on! Oh, Roquan, you're just too short.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here.
Actually, it's good that they can't pick that off. They're not really in position to pick that off.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance.
I send you that video, so just try to like look at it.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency.
That was like
only the
2 games ago for him, so you know. And the game was close, so he's not playing like a different way than he would play if he's really trying, kind of thing. He should be. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Prescott yet again.
Oh, damn, he had the right side open.
Complete.
Alright, fine.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this
Alright, we'll surprise
half.
them with the corner blitz. So.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks.
And then I'll try to beat Seattle for you next game.
They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
He struggled on offense. That's all I know.
Kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just one for 5
QB spy shit, rushing them, that's going to kill him.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
They didn't get it.
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Oh, you're right. That was just bad.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations,
right?
When
play
you
action.
Want 3.
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt,
Damn it, it was a play action.
I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making it easier.
Oh, I didn't know it was the last play of the game. I should have. Good thing I didn't go to man.
They know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly.
Yeah, when you had that cover 4, I was like, did you use the safety? But no, he went down to cover the slant. That was weird.
Holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return now, it's Josh Huff.
Okay, later. Later.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Oh, I think you messed
really
up too.
Distanced themselves. They have put the pedal
I think
to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
Whenever he tied it or he took the lead, you tried to throw the deeper passes. Exactly not deep, but like you tried to throw like the 15 to 20 yarders.
That end up in points.
The check down was kind of hurting him.
Basketball to create that distance.
You just gotta, you had to wait for
really
that.
Big time one right
now. It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense.
Oh, McKinnon. So well. Yeah, the one thing about it, he can't fit through the holes like Howard could.
He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 39! Green 39!
You blocked me, actually.
Mayfield now on second down.
And how did it end up in his lap?
A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down.
I think you do what I do. You try to, like, you're like, fuck it, I'm going to come back on, you know, like, with chunk plays and kind of thing. All right, somebody's going to be open there.
On third down, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep.
That's incomplete,
but there is a flag down. So
hang
on. A big call coming on third down.
I guess I get mine.
The crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them
back. Yeah, I am doing draw plays. He's not doing as well as supposed to. Howard would be killing him because he just fits to them.
That series of downs for them.
Oh, hold on. This one might work right here. This one might, I think either, yeah, I think triangle's gonna work right here. Yep.
First down, Mayfield.
Just let me get through. Oh, I knew it was gonna work.
That's his
first sack.
Ben Gideon coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once.
I thought it was covered too.
They're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second.
I don't know why Ratley's not in the fucking. I'm gonna put it in. Okay.
And that play going absolutely
all right, get me the field goal range.
He's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
All right, Doug.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to air one out.
Oh, pass interference again?
As that one falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that sucked.
Well, let's see who this is on.
I didn't think that was pass interference.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance.
That one should have not have been pass interference, for sure.
You were a fellow?
Not a good one.
But I want my stats, so let's go. Oh, I think circle's going to be open right away. How the fuck you only go 2 yards?
Right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. 3 yards is the game.
All right, we'll try something here. Yeah, well, as soon as I threw it, I was like, I don't know if that player, defensive player, is fast, but I was like, all right, I hope this works. Oh, you got no juice. You got no juice, Mayfield.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, they've been so
I feel like before the patch, normally they would have caught up to me, the defender. Now there's a lot of passes. Hey, Rob.
It's Mayfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
What do you mean fake height?
Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And
the Bears will add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant.
I don't think I have rushing yards with Mayfield, or I haven't rolled out at all. He's not pressuring me, which is, I thought he would be pressuring me. Was he pressuring you when he played you? Well, not like pressuring you, but like, was he getting pressure?
Now out to kick it away.
I felt like he was, but I've felt zero pressure. Oh, wait,
this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back.
Oh, QB contained.
Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think
damn,
in the second half, you're really scripting
this is a
like
coming out
8 to
game.
10.
Shit.
Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever
I got so lucky on that sim they gave me. I went from like 3 picks to like
7 now from the 28.
3 touchdowns, 300-something yards. I was like, oh my god.
Throwing, Prescott.
No, somebody pressure him. Oh!
And some space here.
Oh, no.
It's a big one there for the Vikings.
I fucking left it, too.
44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this
I didn't think he was capable of
crossing field position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all
I swear I thought he was coming back to that tight end that was like,
first and 10.
I think it was tight end. Oh, it's gonna work perfectly. It's gonna work perfectly.
On first and 10, Prescott.
Oh, Principal Kamara,
almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there.
Oh,
Mukamara. There's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too. And they got
at least they blocked
there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Shit.
To the air again, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Prescott now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll go with a big bang Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. sneak. It's Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. McKinnon. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Wayne. He was looking for Parker that time.
Get out. Here we go, 46. 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Switch, hey. 26.
On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out. Motion, pop. 26.
Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. He's got him in. Complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think...
he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Prescott on 1st down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Prescott looks to throw on first. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And again, it's Prescott. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
I don't know. He's
the
just
Bears offense ready to take over again.
I can't get a first down, and he keeps scoring on passing.
Charles, and I think operating
He's destroying me in the passing right now.
With a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is
You
still
got a 4th and like
but you
17, and he got it.
more careful about what you're calling. You want plays. They're going to gain yardage. How would you say it? Consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down, and the goal. End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to
and McKinnon fucking fumbled.
Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to
recovered
throw
it though.
Swings,
I don't know how
quick outs.
I don't know how they changed the rule. I thought I was so down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Man, he fucking. You know what? 10 to me. It will happen. Don't drop back. Yes.
2nd down, Mayfield.
Don't drop it. Okay. Robinson's becoming a monster lately.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34
I don't know what the fuck happened. That was a 28-0. He just kept throwing touchdowns on me.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They run once more with McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Set, 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
I should be able to make. There's no win. So.
We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gostkowski's kick is good.
I should be good
will
now.
Extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, Bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Well, remember back to the first half when they went for it on 4th, didn't get it, and you said file that play away for later? I think this is the time to bring that up.
Yeah, we did say circle it, and let's see how it would play out because if they'd kicked the 3 there, if they kicked that field goal, this would be a 1-score game now.
4 receivers. All right, hold on, never mind.
Done.
Actually, I'll control the safety.
Here you go. Switch and 8.
Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
You're going to go deep?
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, kill. Woo. Switch and 8. Switch and 8. 26.
Prescott to throw. Pressure, and he's
Lawson,
taken down.
there you go.
A Bear sack. Carl Lawson in there to take him
That's
down.
why I took you off the
clock
spy, because
will
you'll beat.
roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Not a great start to this drive. You have the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
You don't have problems on that right side, boy. You do a quick pass.
Here we go, 46.
Made it harder to cover.
26.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
We ain't going to have all time to throw the ball.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Switch, and 8. 46.
Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Play action now, Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, I had a pick.
That is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security. Taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard.
All right, one more play.
Lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
All right, McKinnon had 2 fumbles this game, so that's worrying me a little bit.
With 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here again is McKinnon.
Oh my God, I can't run.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Chicago, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
They did kind of screw him a lot early.
That'll do it for us.
And
Gordon, alongside Charles
and then he
Davis,
stopped me with McKinnon, but I just rolled forward.
We'll
for
talk
like
to you
4
next time. So long, everybody.
Oh well. Let's see. So.
What's up,
shit.
What's up, gang?
Where's my boost? Oh, we got a boost. Hey.
I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault.
Jeez. Yes.
I want that. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Why they always give me awareness? Why do I want awareness? I'll take a beat though. Oh, extra even as fuck.
Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block.
Boosty. Oh my god, did you get speed boost?
Give me a
You got a lot of shit.
Gossiping more than a in jail. I make you cut off the think that I made it. They can't be my friends, so they wanna be options. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated. I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you
lying.
GPS straight to the money.
Oh, okay.
The big Mickey Mouse. You posted up at 12 and 8 that night. She had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house.